Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Makai. Today's topic is going to be about Romans 12:2. So, many times in this walk with Christ, God will call you to do something out of the ordinary. He'll call you to do something that does not make any sense. He'll call you to either probably step out on faith or, make a decision that just is not normal to the world now, when God calls you to do something, it's it really does make sense and it's for the betterment of our lives. But the world pushes this agenda to where the things that we do, um, the will of God in our lives, they think that it's crazy and, we're crazy in this and that because it's so unknown and foreign, because nobody out here is really doing the will of God. It's not known. The world pushes this other agenda to opposite of what God would want for our lives. So when we do the stuff that God has called us to do, it looks so crazy. It looks like, we're making the wrong decision. Why would we make that decision? It just looks really crazy and bizarre and strange, right? But Romans 12:2, tells us, do not be conformed to this world, but renew your mind. So coming into the truth with God, I've had to renew my mind so many times because the world says one thing, but God says one thing. And, of course, I'm going to follow God's way because He is so much bigger than us. In the world, He is so much more. And that says that in the book of Job, that He is so much more than us. His ways are far above human understanding. So, God sees way past what we can see. He understands what way past what we can understand. So when He tells us to do something, it's because it's for the betterment of our lives. It's for the better for our lives. And so when you are being obedient to what He has called you to do, that's you renewing your mind. You have to keep renewing your mind and just follow and do the will of God. And do not be conformed of this world. So if the world is saying one thing and God's saying one thing, renew your mind, follow through, be obedient to what God is telling you to do. That's what Romans 12:2 says. It says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Like I said, doing the will of God is not a lot of people are doing. Not the whole world is not following what God wants for our lives. And so when we do those things, they seem very crazy and unknown. They seem just crazy, but in all actuality, it makes sense what God has us doing, because we'll look back and be like, okay, now I understand why God made me do that. Now I understand why God made me do that, X, Y, and Z. And it should be the things that God has us doing is actually really normal. It's just that we have taught to think it's not. So, um, I just wanted to come on here and say that, like, just be obedient to the Lord, do the will of God, keep renewing your mind and allowing Him to come in and renew your mind and transform you into the perfect will of God. And when we are in the will of God, we know that we're in good hands, because in His Word it says that His will, His way will only prosper. And um, a way to a man may seem right, but in the end it leads to destruction. So we may think this is the right way to go. We may think this is the way to go, but in the end it leads to destruction, because we really don't know. So when God gives us advice of what path to take, where to go, what to do, He's looking out for our best interest. So when God tells us to do something, it's not because He's trying to be controlling or manipulative. He's telling it for the best, for our lives, for us to prosper and succeed in life. So I just wanted to come on here and say that, So allow your minds to be renewed. Keep renewing your mind by following the will of God and doing the will of God. And you'll be able to be transformed because, like I said, coming into this truth, I used to think one thing, but God has renewed my mind and transformed my mindsets so many times. And from what I used to think to now and how I think, about things and stuff, He's just renewed it so much. And it's honestly much better because now I'm at peace more. And of course, we all have our moments, but it just makes sense coming into the truth with God. Everything just it makes sense. He just opens up your eyes to whole new things and shows you the truth of things and how they should be in X, Y, and Z. So I just want to say, keep following the will of God. Keep asking Him, what you should do for this situation, that situation. It's very important to follow, what He wants. And once again, He's not trying to be, oh, He wants it His way or no way. No, that's not God. He's saying that for you to follow His will, His way, and that His way only prospers because He is looking out for our best interest. He knows what lies ahead. And when He tells you to do something, it's because it's for the best of you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little topic video. If you guys have any comments or anything you guys want to say down below, go ahead and leave that. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye bye.